100 countries are in some stage of developing a central bank digital currency, otherwise known as a CBDC. They're coming to your country soon, and here's why that's a big deal. A CBDC is digital cash like crypto, but it's controlled and programmed centrally by your government. But what's wrong with money right now? The system's outdated. The requirements to just open a bank account leave tons of people without one. And once you do, you have to pay the bank for storing your money. If you want to move that money, it takes 2 to 3 days because they have to verify the money in your account. With a CBDC, money is all controlled under one institution, so it's like currency in a video game. So transfers, taxes, and stimulus checks would all be programmable. That sounds nice. Yeah, but because the government would now have the power to track, delete, and create money instantly, people are worried. Eventually, the government could implement monetary policy that's good for the economy but terrible for you. For example, they could stimulate the economy by putting expiration dates on the money in our accounts, so we have to go out and spend it on things before a certain date. If you do something the government doesn't like protesting, they could automatically fine you, freeze your account, or shut you out of the system completely. Also, large corporations could pressure the government to censor use of the currency on certain products while heavily promoting theirs. But what do you think?
Hey, Shalom, Akim, Shalom. First thing and foremost, I like to give all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahawashi, Ba'ashem Kakwadash. I want to give double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone and rule well. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect. Noise in his gospel abroad, lifting up the standard of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahawashi, wherever it may be. Hey, you heard what she just said, right? This, she looked like she can be like a East Indian, a Palestinian type chick. But basically they was going into how the CBDCs are coming to a country near you, which, you know, like I mentioned in the last video, CBDC stands for Central Bank Digital Currency. This is going to be the algorithm behind the MOTB systems. Okay, now they're not going to call it the mark of the beast, okay, but according to the scriptures, it's called the mark of the beast. Now, several whistleblowers and insiders have come out and mentioned that this particular currency will have to go inside your right hand or in your forehead. You had people that came out and mentioned that. Okay, now honestly speaking, we don't really know, okay? But the way they breaking it down, it makes sense that this will be the straw that broke the camel's back, because when you look at the CBDC systems and you got Fed now, which you ain't really heard too much about that, but Fed now is basically like the mediator, or like the algorithm that you're going to be able to use to kind of mediate between the CBDC systems and in the app, so to speak. Like you got PayPal, you got Cash App, you got Venmo, you got Zelle, you know, you got all these particular Apple Pay, Google Pay, you got all these particular digital type payments, which I believe the Fed now is going to be just that. But the CBDC, Central Bank Digital Currency, is going to be the financial aspect behind the CHIP, but it's going to be more than just a CBDC. Okay, the CBDC is going to be basically the money they're going to use, the digital currency that's going to be placed on the chip, but the chip itself may be very well called something else. Okay, the CBDC is just a currency, but it's more than just a currency that you're going to have to opt into in order to partake of this digital system. Okay, this is what we try to stress to Jake. It's more than just money. Okay, this is going to contain your doctor's records, your rent, your history, you know, your car payments, everything. Is basically like a digital social security card. Okay, like they say that your social security card follows you everywhere, which is basically a 7-digit prison number that pretty much pulls up a consumer report on everything you've ever done in life. And that's what this new MOTB system is, which they're calling CBDCs. But CBDC is just the currency they're going to use, okay? But nonetheless, in order for you to pre-navigate in this system, you're going to have to be put into a cash system, a credit-based system. Okay, and that's what it all revolves around to, because I was looking at this title, at this article, not this one. We'll kind of get into this. Lord's will, I'm able to focus because I'm actually driving. You know, Jake be trying to do 20 things at once, man. You know, Jake be multitasking, but I find it easier to actually do these lessons and drive at the same time, because through scientific research, they stated that when you're moving around and you're actually engaging in conversation, or you're into something formal like this, then you're able to, your brain is constantly moving, so you're able to kind of focus and to bring things out in a more clerical way, you know. So it works out for me. But regardless of that, it says Walmart adds a farm buy now pay later option to self-checkout. Now when you go to a farm, they have it through different sites. I believe you have Walmart's, theirs is a farm, which a farm is basically like a credit-based platform. That what happens is, if you have a good enough credit score, what they can do is, let's say if you wanted like a PlayStation 5, right? And the PlayStation 5 is like $444. Instead of you paying up for it up front, basically what happens is, depending on your contingent on your credit, you can pay for it later, or you may have to put like $70-$80 down, and then you pay the remaining in installments of like $45 or something to that magnitude. Okay, that's a credit-based system because everything is dealing with credit. Now they're introducing these particular things in self-checkout or their particular kiosks. Okay, this is a new thing. Also, one of the brothers out here, one of the younger brothers that we often fellowship with, comes up to the camp and he fellowships with us. He did a lesson, I believe it was yesterday or like this week, when he went into basically how Walmart is introducing like the Amazon to go type technology or aspects in their stores now. Okay, because when you have Amazon to go or Amazon Smart, basically what happens is you link your identity up to the app or some type of algorithm, and then you come in the store, the computers or the algorithm picks up on who you are through your biometrics, and then basically you're online shopping. So you don't have to never see a cashier, you don't have to deal with the teller, you don't have to deal with anybody like that. Okay, you just buy your groceries and it deducts it from your particular app or your algorithm. And that's kind of like how the chip is going to be. It's like a digital bank account. Like if you brothers play GTA, basically what happens is you have what they call in-game money, okay, or in-house money or digital money. You do a mission or whatever, then they put it into your virtual bank account, and then you able to buy property, you're able to buy vehicles and, stuff like that. So that's how the system is getting ready to be set up, and the infrastructure is already in place. Okay, and I hate when motherfuckers get in front of me and drive slow, bro. Like, especially these stupid Edomite bitches, man. But anyway, so long story short, you can buy in-game purchases like that. Like you can buy a house, you can buy like condos, you can buy homes, you can buy vehicles, weapons, or whatever you want to do. Because I know in my GTA game, my GTA algorithm in particular, because I play it from time to time when I'm bored. But my guy, he has like 18-19 mil in a bank. So I have like 5 properties, man, like 3 penthouses, a condo, and I got like a crib, and I got like 40 cars or some shit and a lot of weapons, bullshit like that. But see, you're able to go in game and buy it with the digital money. So it's similar to this. It's like a big virtual simulation, man. This is why that metaverse shit is all prevalent. And they got something which is called the Oculus, which is basically like a virtual reality headset that lets you deal in real time with certain games. I know a lot of first-person shooters and a lot of adventure games and horror games actually have what they call the Oculus compatibility, or those games that's very interactive. They have those things, man. So they show you where they're going with this. So Walmart adds a farm buy now, pay later options to self-checkout. That's something new, because let's just say if you got decent credit, but you may be broke. Like, look, I ain't got the money right now. I want to go ahead and buy me a 75-inch TV. With a good enough credit score, you'll be able to do that, man. Okay, and that's all conditioning the mindset of you people to continue to deal with digital currencies, man. Okay, to accepting digital payments. Okay, because I have this other article, which this is pretty lengthy, by the way. Yep, it's called here, the Social Credit System, the CSQR-SM in you. Now, this article came out like last year, so I'm pretty sure there's different revisions to it, but this is like the version I have of it, and this gives you an idea of what they're getting ready to do with this new system. Okay, they already experienced it in China, I believe Austria, or Australia, one of those. They deal with almost a cascade system, because I know a lot of those Edomite societies are already wireless, man. They already did it in China, which shows you right there. China is the test model for what they're deciding to do with this new system, man. All right, so hey, we've been warning you about it, man, and just like the title said, the apostles of Great Millstone have been speaking about this, and we have. Okay, not saying that we're all apostles technically, but I'm not saying that I am the head apostles, but I just mentioned that the men of the Great Millstone predominantly, and our affiliates have been warning the flock about this coming MOTB. Okay, so you niggas from IUIC and GOCC and all you other camps out there, you ain't got a damn thing to say when it's come to pass, man. But a sincere salakia and to repent. Okay, because see what happens is among Jake. See, Jake is proud, man, and Jake is wicked. Jake would literally switch up at the last minute and make it seem like they always been teaching this shit, man. And they're not. Okay? We've heard it. We've got sound bites. We got the records, man. You know, of you saying the mark of the beast is nothing but an embargo. It's Christianity, it's sin. We heard all you niggas saying that. But watch Nate come back and try to say, oh no, brother. We always told that it was that the RFID chip. We just told you we had to wait and see. Nigga, stop lying, bro. All right? You're lying. Okay? And the Most High is already exposing you in your carnal, wicked-ass satanic group you with. You bunch of damn demons, man. All right? But anyway, just to kind of get into it a little bit, I'm not going to get overly thorough in this. This is pretty long, and like I said, I'm driving. Got to be circumspect. But basically, what it says here. Yep, you have, shit. Give me a second. I just had it pulled up. Okay, bam. You got an S class, you have a C class, you have an R class, and you have a Q class. And you know what? Through the spirit, we may just go through this on the New Year's Eve destruction show. That, you know what? That's the spirit. We're going to go through this, Lord's will, on the New Year's Eve destruction show. And sincere salakia to you brothers out there, you few sisters, because we ain't going to be able to stream from GMS KC Living Waters because them Looney Tunes over at YouTube, they gave me a strike basically for doing the work. They gave me a strike that they didn't give me there was no content available, but they still struck the page. And then when I was going against them fucking rats over there, and you know who I'm speaking about, them bastards, they gave me another goddamn strike on GMS KC Priest. So majority of you won't tune in and see it, but hey, if you got a chance, subscribe to GMS Kansas City 6. Okay, all you subscribers out there, subscribe to GMS Kansas City 6, which is our camp page. And Lord's will, they don't be on no dumb shit and give us a strike on that before the New Year's Eve destruction show, because that's how you get down, you know, being a damn demon. All right, but watch us on GMS KC 6, and then Lord's will, once GMS KC Living Waters is back up and running, I hired one of the brothers to take the live stream from GMS KC 6, the New Year's Eve destruction show, and we're gonna put it on GMS KC Living Waters, man. That way, those of you that may have missed it, you can catch ours as well, because I'm pretty sure, you know, brothers are going to be kind of all over it. You know, you're going to have the apostles, you're going to have the elders, you're going to have brothers from different camps, you're going to have the brothers from Dallas. I know the brothers from Cali going to do it, you know, at different times, because they're on the West Coast, so they're like an hour ahead of us or something like that. But regardless of that, you know, that way you brothers can catch our version of it as well. Lord's will, you be edified. But it says we have an S class, a C class, a R class, and a Q class, okay? And that goes back into the abbreviator. Now, it breaks it down here. C class is the common class, okay? The amount of accounts, which is 7.1 billion. So I'm assuming that that's majority of the people on the planet Earth, okay? Who they consider goyim or useless eaters, aka us, okay? It says, or 95.5% of humans, approximately. It says, the you-know-what is going to be required. That's a yes. The boost mobile is going to be required. Yes, 2 or more. Okay. Asset limitations. You can't have no greater than 5 bands. USDR net worth at any given time. But I'm hearing even that is going to be cut down to like 500. It says carbon score. Yes, restrict travels and food consumption. 1 is the lowest. 500 is the highest and worst. Okay. So it's going to be a credit score. You know, depending on how hard you are on the scale, that's the worse off you are. Okay, which majority of the people will fall into that caste system. Okay, because you're considered useless eaters. Now you have the sovereign class, which is the elites. Okay, the Rockefellers, these men, which they're not even going. They're above this shit. This is talking about your Gates and your Faucis and your Schwabs and your Bidens and all them. But they may just kill him, man. He may just drop dead. All right, but it says here, the amount of count 7 to 8 million. So yeah, this is like the lower level elites. 0 to 1, that's the 1%. The you know what is not going to be required. The boost mobile is not going to be required. Okay, Asset limitations, you have no maximum ceiling. You can make as much money as you want. Account limitations, no bank account has no limit. No score is calculated or enforced. So you see where we're going with this. Okay, then you got the quarantine, which that may be us. You know, the prophets, man, the men of the Lord, you sisters out there, we may be in that Q class, man, that we ain't gonna be able to get shit. You know, they may feed your ass fucking dog food and rye bread for goddamn lunch and dinner. You know, here they give your ass a meatloaf sandwich. You may be eating a whole goddamn dog, man, on some white bread, okay, and some goddamn Louisiana's hot sauce. You know, but basically this is the system they're getting ready to do, man. Okay, this is why we've been warning you, Jakes. Hey, this is gonna come to pass, and they're gonna have to collapse this society. They're gonna have to break down the monetary system in order for this to be a thing, man. And they're gonna do it by any means necessary. And this is why you have all these T threats, alerts by the FBI talking about, yeah, there's been attacks on digital infrastructure, water systems have been sabotaged, you know, the grid. All these things are going to be used. These are going to be strategic in-house attacks to basically break down society so they can be justified on putting the useless eaters into involuntary servitude. And most of you dummies out there, starting with you Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, you're going to opt right into this system, man. Okay? You're going to opt right into it, and then the Most High he's just going to eviscerate you, Salaki. All right? So anyway, just a couple of precepts. Wasn't going to be a long lesson, but that's fucking unrighteous, man. You know, and this is why this devil got to go, man. He's totally out of order. He's totally losing his mind. He's totally just, he's just the worst, man. He has to be brought down ASAP. And the Most High is going to bring an end to him in his habitation. Okay? His so-called tabernacle, which is his rulership. Hey, the Lord is getting ready to bring this motherfucker out of power, man, because he's an unrighteous ruler. Like, who the hell are you to tell somebody on how much carbon they can breathe in, or how much food they can store, or how much money they can have in their bank account, but yet your fucking ass can have as much money as you want, man? That's why the scriptures call you a bunch of goddamn hypocrites, man. All right? But it says here, woe to them that decree unrighteous decrees and that right grievousness which they have prescribed. Okay? That's right. An unrighteous decree or a decree is a law. It says to turn aside the needy from judgment and to take away the right from the poor of my people. And we have the right to identify with who we are biblically, man. But the minute we identify with who we are biblically, these cocksuckers at this algorithm that we're getting ready to upload on, they're going to take your video down and say, oh, well, you can't say that. But wait a minute, man. We can't say that, but a bunch of imposters can say that they us. And then they can get glorified for that while we getting reprimanded for bringing out fact and truth. Because what I'm realizing, brothers, is that the reason why they're coming out with all these provisions and so forth is because they're losing what they call the information war. Okay, you had a show by Alex Skull and Bone, Jones, the Jonesies, basically titled InfoWars. And Esau Edom is losing the information war, okay? Because he's been exposed via this unicorn, which is aka the internet, which in fact the Israelites we've totally overloaded YouTube with our videos, man. Okay, I say since 2017, since 2007, I can say over 1 million Israelite videos have been put up, probably more, and I'm confident in those numbers. Okay, because the amount of videos we do a day, add by week, add by every brother in Great Millstone, and not just Great Millstone alone. Great Millstone alone probably didn't put up damn near 1 million videos since 2007. Okay, and that's not even counting other Israelite groups out there that's going out and doing their lessons, whether it be debates or they out there on the street ministry. Hey, they've been putting out shows, man. You know, so this man is losing the information war, so he's getting ready to lose his damn mind. He's already losing his mind. Okay, but it says here to turn aside the needy from judgment and to take away the right from the poor of my people, that widows may be their prey and that they may rob the fatherless, man. And that's us, okay? Because Jake is literally without fathers, man. And the Most High, he cut us off for a particular time. And that's what this is all about. Because this New World Order is really set up to out Jake. Okay, this is his last hurrah at the attempt to steal the birthright back, which he can never get it back because you've already lost it through the spirit. You've already lost it when you were Cain, man. Okay, so no matter what you do, you can put Jake in 144,000 case systems and put us at the bottom. At the end of the day, nigga, you're still going to slavery. And everything you do has a repercussion for it, man. Because even though you're taking away from us, the little we do have, you ain't gonna have a bit of that in the kingdom. You know? it's gonna be like the projects on this side. Like they got something it's called the Ickies, the Harold Icky homes out of Chicago, and you got the Robert Taylors and the Dearborns, them little shitholes that are basically concrete blocks that go up 16 story high. Okay, basically a damn death trap. Hey, that in the kingdom to you is gonna be like literally living in what's the Hampton Islands or something, or like living in Hawaii. How depleted you gonna be in the kingdom? Okay, because the scriptures say your restitution should be according to your substance. So everything you've stolen, you gonna cough that shit back up, buddy boy, and you can forget about it, man. All right. This is the book of Psalms 94 and 20. It says, should the throne of iniquity have fellowship with thee, which frame mischief by law? Because going back to this system, this is going to be law, man. Okay, like I did in the last video, when the guy was saying, wait, isn't that illegal? He said no, because technically they've been setting things up and they've been writing laws and particular bullet points around their system. So they can declare what's legal and what's illegal. Okay, if they want to say having sex with a dog is legal, then hey, according to his wicked ass law, that's what it is. You know, like you got motherfuckers marrying goddamn trees, man, and getting fucking papers, and literally to divorce the tree, you gotta have a divorce decree and you gotta go to fucking court, man. And you may have to pay alimony for divorcing the fucking tree. How the hell you gonna pay money to a fucking tree, man? Oh well, you go to the goddamn judge. All of a sudden, you owe $100,000 settlement because you divorced a fucking goddamn blueberry bush, and you got to pay the motherfucker restitution for his lifespan, which is $200 a month. What the fuck, man? This man is this dude is weird, bro. He's weird, and he needs to be outed ASAP, bro. Like for real. And you stupid peons in America, you enable this motherfucking devil. You know why? Because you're a bunch of demons yourself. You know? But this is the times we end, bro. It's gonna get really draconian and it's gonna get very, very weird, real and strange, man. To the point that, hey, if you don't opt into this shit, hey, look, they're gonna pass laws that they're able to take your life, man. Okay, it ain't gonna be so much as let these niggas live. Nah, they don't want us living off the grid. They say either you gonna get in this system or we gonna put you to death. Now, yeah, of course, by default, we gonna have to be off the grid because we can't opt into this system. The Lord told us in Revelation the 14th chapter, if you opt into this digital system, with this chip, then basically the Lord is going to destroy it. So, we have no choice but to opt out. But hey, they going to pass laws stating that, hey, man, it's punishable unto death if you don't take this man's mark. Okay, and matter of fact, this is the book of Revelation 13:15, and it says, and he gave power to the life of the image of the beast. The image is the image of the Roman Empire, basically set up in this modern day Roman Empire, man. Everything from the laws, the Senate House, to the appellate courts, to the state, all this shit comes out of the Roman Empire. Okay, this is the image. Like you ever heard when somebody say, oh, you look like a spin image of your father? Basically, you're an image of this man. You come out of his loins, and 9 times out of 10, you're going to assume the activities that this man has done. Give or take different things in few, But it says here that the image of the beast should both speak and cause as many as will not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And you go into the word kill, it goes into ostracizing, putting you out of society, and ultimately it can be a physical death too, which, the latter would be more accurate, more than likely, because it's to the point they want to shed the blood of anybody that speaks out against this wicked ass kingdom, which is okay because, hey, that gives us the first class ticket out of this damn place. This place is wicked, bro. Like, who wants to live in this shit any damn way? And it says, and he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark on their right hands or on their foreheads. And you got this guy, Elon Musty, that devil, okay, which everybody thinks he's so against the elite, and that motherfucker is juiced in, man. Okay, Elon Musk is totally juiced in with the establishment. Don't let that rod sucking devil fool you, because he came up with a platform called X, and he's giving you some talking points back. They set up controlled opposition, man. Okay, like Alex Skull and Bone, Jonesy's, man, that's all controlled opposition. That man ain't against the elite, because if he was, he wouldn't be able to get his show back. All these guys, David Hodges, all these motherfuckers, Mike Adams, all these dudes are set up, So, hey, trust me. But it says here, that no man might buy or sell or trade, save he that had the mark or the number of the beast, or the number of his name. And it says, here's wisdom, let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is 666, man. And we understand the breakdown to that. I was reading a book called The Roman Empire, basically the empire of the Edomites. And a lot of it is, a lot of it I feel like they're doing shadow banning in that book, because a lot of it is on point, but a lot of it is like, okay, he was basically calling the sons of Japhet Latins, man. Now, I have to go into more research and be able to substantiate that. But basically, they know the original Europeans was a dark-skinned race. So a lot of that book, they kind of go off on and try to deceive you because, they want to keep themselves hidden. But see, what he don't tell you, but what he really admits in subtlety is the fact that, okay, if the Romans were Edomites, then what will make the modern-day Americans? Because, see, this is how they get around it. You ask, what race of people ruled the fucking Roman Empire? They would say, well, the Romans. Okay, but what was their nationality? And they'd be like, well, they were so-called white people. And then when you trace them back to being the nation of Edom, then basically by illumination, you can figure out, well, these got to be the same Edomites in power today. Just the fact that the Edomites ruled the Roman Empire proves that Esau rules America today. I mean, that's common sense, man. All right, but in that book, it basically mentioned that that number was 666. And Lord's will, when I get a little bit more versed in the book and kind of understand what's going on, because it's hard to read that Latin, man. It kind of threw me off. But when I get into it more and more, then maybe I'll come back and do like a little breakdown on the number they were using, because they found out that the number was 666, man, which is the number of a man, this devil. Okay, but anyway, Lord's will, you brothers and few sisters were edified, giving all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh Ba'al Shem Yahweh Shai. Lord's will, you edified it to the next lesson.